What's going on, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to be talking about why high carb, low fat diets are better than high fat, low carb diet. So those are the two. Everybody knows that you need a good amount of protein. As a matter of fact, even low protein diets are popular nowadays. I like to keep up with certain things that are going on just so I can know what questions people have in the fitness space and stuff. And honestly, we're at a point where I've seen low protein diets popular. Dudes eating like half a gram per pound of body weight. Obviously, low fat diet, which is what I'm on, is popular. Low carb diet obviously is popular because everybody thinks carbs make you fat, which is stupid. So honestly, like there's a lot of different popular diets, but in this video specifically, I want to talk about the comparisons between high carb, low fat, which is what I promote, and high fat, low carb. And the reason why high carb, low fat diets are best for me, I say moderate protein. Keep protein between zero point 0.8 grams per pound of between point 0.8 to 1.2 grams per pound of goal body weight for those of you who are looking to lose some fat. And if you're in decent shape, then you just take your current weight and multiply that by zero point 0.8, multiply that out by 1.2, and you stay within that range. Some people like a little bit more protein than others. Protein does taste good. Personally, I really do like protein. It's more satiating. That has a higher thermic effect of food, meaning that it burns more calories when you digest it. So protein is good. Protein is also the most expensive macronutrient, though. So you don't want to some of you guys might be balling like that, but for me personally, where I'm at, I don't like spending a whole bunch of money on food. And even regardless of what I do financially, I don't like spending a whole bunch of money on food. I like buying my food in bulk. I like buying it frozen for the most part, and I like to keep my grocery budget pretty low. So if I could spend a little bit less on protein, I do so. So I like to keep my protein for me personally, between 1 to 1.2 grams. I don't do zero point 0.8. I like 1 to 1.2 grams, right? And then I like to keep my fats as low as possible, guys. Fats as low as possible. And we all have an essential amount of fat. Some people, a lot of these high carb, low fat guys, they take the fats way too low, right? As naturals, especially, fats are going to be what's going to help us have the best hormone profiles, right? We don't want to have our fats so low to where we're feeling lethargic, our testosterone is not where it needs to be, and things like that. So we need to have our fats at baseline essential fats. So no less than zero point 0.3, then your goal body weight times zero point 0.3, no less than that, right? And depending on how far you are from your goal body weight, it might even need to be higher, right? If you're 80 pounds away from your goal body weight, if you do zero point 0.3 times that goal body weight, you're too low for fats. So fats need to be at a good point. We don't want fats too low, but we also don't want fats too high. And fats is the number one macronutrient that I see a lot of people mess up. And it's because a lot of people think fats make you fat, and then you have other people who hear that fats are really good for hormones, so they want to eat more fats to optimize their testosterone even higher, right? They try to get like these crazy hormonal levels naturally, right, by eating more fats. And you also have different types of fats, so people get confused. But honestly, guys, to keep things simple, eat your essential, search up your body weight. What are the essential fats that I need? And if you're lean, if you're a lady watching this and you're below 22%, or a man watching this below 12%, after you get your essential fats, stay within that, have that as your floor, and don't go any more than 15 grams above that. Like for me personally, my essential fats would be, I believe like 50. I guess I could say like 15 to 20 grams because I like to do 70 grams of fat, right? Which is which is like the higher end of low fat, but it's still low fat, right? But the reason why I like to do 70 grams of fat is because I noticed that, and I'm very active. I noticed that with 50 grams of fat, it's a little bit too low, right? It's a little bit too low for me. And I also say that fats do help with like joint support too. So you do, if you're very active, if you're low body fat, you do want to have your fats on the higher end of low. I think that's the best way for me to say it. So your fats are still going to be low fat, but they're going to be on the higher end of low fat. You're not trying to eat as little fat as possible. You're just trying to eat the higher end of the low fat category. Does that make sense, guys? And the rest, I want you guys to eat carbs, right? Carbs do not make you fat. Fats don't make you fat. Protein doesn't make you fat. Eating in a surplus, a caloric surplus for um, a good amount of time, right? Because not even eating in a caloric surplus for one day, but it's eating in a caloric surplus for days and weeks. That's how you accumulate fat. Now, while fats don't make you fat, your body does prefer to store certain macronutrients as fat. Like certain macronutrients do convert over to fat tissue faster than others. Fats don't make you fat, but your body knows how to turn fat into fat, right? That's the number one macronutrient that if you overeat, your body will learn how to store that into fat. Second being carbs, right? Again, I'm a high carb diet. I'm a high carb guy, but your body, that's the second macronutrient that your body would store into fat, right? And the third being protein. Your body, like if you overeat protein, your body will store protein. The calories that you overeat, it will store as fat. But in that order, fats, carbs, protein, those are the macros that your body um will store over into fat easy. It's kind of hard to explain because you probably hear, okay, well, obviously anything I eat in a calorie surplus will store over the fat. That is true, but when we start talking about body composition and not just scale going up, scale going down, aligning your macronutrients in a specific way for your lifestyle and for your activity level will help you achieve the best body compositions um, with calories being equated for, right? Like somebody who has a maintenance of 3,000 calories and has a certain type of macronutrient versus somebody who has a maintenance calorie of 3,000 but has a different type of macronutrient setup. One person could have a better body composition than the other due to macronutrients. Now let's say we also put both in a 200 calorie surplus, so I put both of those people at 3,200 and I divvy their macronutrients different as well. One person who's overeating in a certain macro, who has their macros a little fucked up, that person within that 200 calorie surplus, it's going to be easier for them to store that as fat than the other person in that 200 calorie surplus. Does that make sense, guys? And that's why in this channel a few times I've talked about how calories in, calories out is a very base. It's like the tip of the iceberg. There's more to it. If you really want to build the best body possible, you need to make sure that you have your macros set up in the proper way that allows for you to perform and to recover. And I'm telling you, the best way is to do a high carb diet. You want to eat as many carbs as possible, guys. Honestly, you want to keep those fats on the higher end of the low range, right? You don't want a whole bunch of fats, but you don't want to eat no fats. You want to have decent amount of fats, and then you want to keep your protein between zero point 0.8 to 1.2 grams per pound of goal body weight. So I hope I'm gonna make more videos because I know I kind of talked about a few different things, but I'm gonna make more videos talking about the benefits of high carb diets. And I don't want you guys to be scared of carbs, right? I want you guys to view you guys yourselves as athletes, right? Would an athlete be scared of carbs? Your body's preferred source of energy is carbs. That's another thing I'll touch on real quick. A lot of people say, well, don't worry about carbs because you could just eat fats and your body will learn how to use fat for energy. It's even if your body does use fats for energy or protein for energy, it's not efficient. Your body knows how to use carbs for energy. You want your body to be like a machine. You want your body to be as efficient as possible. So you trying to get your body to use fats or protein for energy, those aren't efficient sources of energy, right? Carbs is a very efficient source of energy, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, get in the comments and ask me. If you guys do need my coaching, I write personalized nutrition training programs for people. I also have a 6-month coaching program and I also do strategy calls. So if you guys are interested in any of those things, check the first link in the description. I have my ebooks and my programs in the description as well, talking about going from fat to fit, high volume, and a few different things that I preach. I have those ebooks in the description as well. My clothing line will be linked in the description, and follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch, y'all. I post daily. DM me on Instagram if you guys have any video requests of anything self-development related, nutrition, fitness, relationships, dating, mindset, bodybuilding, anything you guys need help with. You guys can check the description and you guys can DM me on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys tuned into the live too. We went live a few hours ago. So if you missed that, we're going to go live again next week. So make sure you guys are liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. Make sure you guys are doing all that good stuff, and make sure you guys are keeping up with the lives. And the lives are cool because the lives allow me to just chop it up with you guys and see where you guys are at in your space and seeing where I can help you guys at. So you guys make sure you guys check out the lives next time we go live, man. It's Random Branch Media, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.